favorite. I'm bliss. Highly favored.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm finally going to be answering the question, who is the greatest WWE superstar of all time? This question is always brought up, and I feel like in order to be the greatest of all time, you have to meet a certain criteria. Like, you have to be able to play both a face and a heel. You have to be good on the mic and in ring. You have to be able to, be in the main event scene when they need you to be in the main event scene, and take a loss when they need you to take a loss. So, first, I want to talk about my two favorite superstars of all time, just, to get rid of the biasness, if there is any. My two favorite WWE superstars of all time are Bray Wyatt, number 1, and AJ Styles, number 2. AJ Styles got me into wrestling, so he'll always be number 2. And Bray has been probably my favorite since 2019 when The Fiend. I feel like if anybody has Bray Wyatt as one of their top favorites, it probably started with The Fiend, but everything he did before that was also great. So, maybe the first time you seen Bray Wyatt in like 2014, he became your favorite. That's fine too, but I feel like for most people, The Fiend probably made Bray Wyatt one of their favorites of all time. So, start off talking about AJ Styles. AJ Styles can play both a face and a heel. In 2016, with his whole feud with John Cena, he's proven he can be a good heel and both a great babyface. Most of his career, he's been a babyface, but he has been a great heel at points in his career. So he checks off that. He's okay on the mic, but I think his in-ring work can make up for some of that. He's not bad on the mic per se, but he's not one of the best, that's for sure. He's been in the main event scene when they needed him to in 2018, even in 2016. And then when they need him to take a loss, he's also taking a loss. So AJ definitely checks off most of the criteria, and I'm going to put him in here in contention mostly because he is my second favorite of all time. Maybe if he wasn't, he wouldn't be here, but I'm going to leave AJ in contention for sure. With Bray Wyatt, it's tough when it comes to being a babyface and a heel. When he came back in 2022, he was listed as the top babyface on SmackDown. So I guess they did consider him a babyface. I guess in his feud with LA Knight, he was a babyface. But I don't know. He was never really babyface before that, besides his Matt Hardy stuff. He was just always over with the fans. But obviously he has proven to be a great heel. He's really good in ring for his size. One of the best on the mic of all time. And obviously, he's been in the main event scene with The Fiend and even in 2016. And they've always had no problem, having him take a loss. So that's definitely not a problem. So I'm going to leave Bray Wyatt in here as well. Again, a little bit of biasness because these are my two favorites of all time, but I think they're both amazing. Then we're going to talk about the 4 people that are mostly considered to be the greatest of all time. First up, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm going to leave him in here for contention. He's been a good face, been a good heel. He's decent in the ring, but maybe his promo work can make up for that because he is also one of the best talkers. And he's been in the main event scene. He's taken losses when he had to. Stone Cold is definitely in contention. Next up, most people consider this guy to be the greatest of all time. WWE themselves consider him the greatest of all time. It is John Cena. I know in 2011 when he was Super Cena, he wasn't taking a lot of losses. But he has taken losses when he had to. Been in the main event scene. Good heel. I mean, his heel work in 2025 wasn't the best, but before that with the Doctor of Thuganomics, it was awesome. Obviously a great baby face. He can talk. He's put on amazing matches. So John Cena is definitely in contention as well. Next up, I feel like recently I've been seeing a lot of people consider him the greatest, this guy. I almost came out of nowhere, but I love that people are starting to consider him the greatest. I feel like he's probably second behind Cena. I'm talking about The Undertaker. Great face, great heel. He hasn't been faced too much. I feel like once people... he's always been cheered, though, so I guess that counts similar to Bray Wyatt. But he's great in ring for his size. One of the best on the promo. Definitely Undertaker is for sure in contention. Next up, we have Hulk Hogan. A lot of people don't want to consider him the greatest just because of, things he's done outside of wrestling. But in the wrestling circle, he has to be up there. He's great. I was going to say he's great in ring. He's definitely not great in ring. He's great on the microphone. He's played both the heel and the face. He hasn't taken too many losses, but I feel like later on in his career he has. Especially everything he's done for the industry, Hulk Hogan has to be in contention for the greatest of all time. Without him, you probably wouldn't be watching this video right now. Next up, we have the recently retired Brock Lesnar, or at least they want us to think recently retired. I think he's coming back for SummerSlam, maybe even WrestleMania in Saudi, but I'll be happy if he retired at SummerSlam, but I don't think he actually retired at WrestleMania 42. But Brock, I don't know, because he's really good in ring. I know it's a very different style of wrestling, but he is really good in ring. I think he has been, an okay babyface. Not great, but it's been funny when he has been a babyface with the whole cowboy stuff. Obviously, an amazing heel. Not very good on the mic, though, so I don't think Brock Lesnar is in contention, unfortunately. But I love when people do bring him up because he is one of my favorites. So, unfortunately, I don't think Brock is in contention, but I really like when he does get brought up in the conversation. And I think he deserves to be brought up for sure. Next up, we have The Rock. He is 100% in contention. I know a lot of people aren't a fan of him for what he's done in his recent years, but he has to be in contention. One of the best on the mic of all time, if not the best. I think it is Bray Wyatt. But again, it's a very different style of promo work from him and Bray Wyatt. But I think The Rock has to be in here. He's not good in ring, to be honest with you. But his promo work does make up for that. He can be a good face and a good heel. Definitely way better as a heel, though. He can take losses when they need him to take a loss. And he's obviously been in the main event scene for some time, most of his career. So The Rock has to be there. Next up, we have Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle is, in my opinion, the best superstar in ring of all time. Maybe Rey Mysterio, but I think Kurt is probably the top superstar when it comes to in-ring work. Probably between him, AJ, and Ray, but I'd go with Kurt for sure. He's good on the promo for sure. He can play both a face and a heel. Definitely a better heel, though. He can take losses when they need him to take losses, and he's been in the main event scene. Kurt has to be up here for sure. I love Kurt Angle. Next up, we have Triple H. I think Triple H is also in contention. I think he's honestly top 10 for sure. Great in ring, great on the mic. I don't know about him as a face. That doesn't work for me. I think he's definitely a better heel. And he doesn't take too many losses. So, in those categories, he's a little iffy. But for the most part, Triple H definitely works out. Next up, we have Shawn Michaels. Another one of the best in-ring superstars. He's amazing in-ring. Good on the mic. He's, taking losses when they need him to take losses. He's won when they need him to win. Great as a face and a heel. Definitely a better heel, though, that's for sure. But he's been a good face in his later years, so Shawn Michaels is definitely there. Next up, we have Randy Orton. Man, I don't even need to say why he's in here, but perfect heel, great babyface. He's been funny. He's, taking losses when he didn't take a loss. He's literally lost to Aleister Black, who was just released. He's been in the main event scene when he needed to be in the main event scene. He's just amazing all around. Great in ring, super underrated in ring, and one of the best on the microphone. Now I want to talk about some modern guys that I think can be in contention. We have CM Punk. Oh man, I do like CM Punk, but I don't know if I want to put him here as one of the greatest of all time. He's good he's good on the mic. He's been better, that's for sure. He can play a good face and a good heel. I feel like as a face, he does kind of dry out. So I feel like he should be one of those guys that is, frequently changing between a face and a heel. I don't know. I am going to leave CM Punk here, but he's definitely on the lower half of guys on this list. But I think CM Punk can be in contention. Next up, Cody Rhodes. Not a lot of people are a fan of him right now, but I love Cody Rhodes. I always will love Cody Rhodes. He can play a good face, a good heel, good on the mic. Cody has to be here. If CM Punk is on here, Cody Rhodes has to be on here. Really good. It's crazy because when you look at it, like back then, the top guys like John Cena, Stone Cold, Hulk Hogan, they were not good in ring. Cody Rhodes is very, very good in ring. Like, not like Randy Orton good in the ring. Like, Randy Orton is like good in the ring because his ring IQ and he's underrated. But Cody Rhodes is actually just an amazing wrestler. So Cody Rhodes has to be here. But these next two superstars I'm going to talk about fit the mold absolutely perfectly. First up, you know who's going to be mentioned. Roman Reigns. He's a really good in-ring superstar. He's great on the mic. He can play both the face and the heel. It's kind of hard when it comes to him taking losses, but he has taken losses like at WrestleMania 41 and WrestleMania 40, and, he's one of the top superstars. So, without a doubt, Roman Reigns is here, and right now can be considered the greatest of all time. Like with Cody Rhodes, I think we have to wait a little bit. Maybe towards the end of his career we can discuss that. But Roman Reigns right now, if you say he's the greatest of all time, I'm not going to argue with you. But this next guy, I think, is the superstar right now that fits the mold perfectly. I'm talking about Seth Rollins. So with Seth, man, he has to be probably the best WWE superstar right now. Amazing in-ring, amazing on the microphone, a really good face, a really good heel, taking losses when they need him to take a loss, and he can be in the main event scene anytime they need him to be. So Seth Rollins, without a doubt, is in contention for sure. And I think right now, him and Roman are like the top two superstars that can be considered the greatest of all time. But if I were to narrow it down, first I'd eliminate CM Punk. I don't know. I just don't think he's the greatest of all time. Next up, I would probably unfortunately eliminate Cody Rhodes. I don't really have anything negative to say about him, but I'd probably eliminate Cody. AJ, I feel like compared to all these other guys, he's not the best on the microphone. Triple H, I don't know if he can necessarily play the perfect face as they need him to. Not only like trying to decide the greatest of all time, but kind of like the perfect WWE superstar. And with that, I'd also kind of take out Shawn Michaels. I'd probably eliminate Kurt too. Not the best on the microphone compared to these other guys. And then I'd probably eliminate Hogan just because of his in-ring work. I'd probably have to eliminate Bray Wyatt, unfortunately. And The Rock also because of their in-ring work. And it's kind of hard to position Bray as a babyface. So now we got 6. We got Seth, Roman, Randy, Austin, Cena, and Taker. I'd probably eliminate Austin. Then I'd probably eliminate... This is getting tough. Oh, man. I think these probably, honestly, the 5 greatest superstars of all time. Is that a hot take? Probably. But Cena, Taker, Seth, Roman, and Randy, these might be the 5 greatest superstars of all time. It's getting hard. I don't want to eliminate Cena, but I think I would eliminate John Cena. Again, I don't really have anything negative to say about them. I just think the other guys are a little bit better. Maybe Seth can go. I think I would eliminate Seth and Roman here. And I think between... I have to leave these guys. I think I'd eliminate The Undertaker. Now I'm kind of thinking about it, like, who's the perfect WWE superstar? And I think that it is Randy Orton. I think Randy Orton is the greatest superstar of all time. I think I'm okay with that. I feel like Randy Orton is just the perfect superstar. Like, I don't know how to get much better than Randy Orton. I think that his, IQ in wrestling and in the ring, his promo work, I just think Randy Orton's the greatest of all time. So I'm going to leave Randy Orton here in the center of the ring as the greatest superstar of all time. But now I want to take a look at some WWE superstars that I think in the future can be here. So first up, I got Jacob Fatu. He's really good in the ring. I think he's going to get better on the microphone. He's also Samoan, so that definitely helps. But yeah, I feel like Jacob Fatu is definitely there. Dominic Mysterio, we haven't seen him, as a face yet. I know when he first came up, he was a face, but that was really not good. I feel like Dominic Mysterio's babyface turn is going to be huge for him. Braun Breaker, I hated him as a babyface. I hated him down in NXT. I didn't like him until he started teaming up with Baron Corbin and became a heel after he lost the NXT title. That's when I started enjoying Braun Breaker's work. And then the guy that he lost the NXT Championship to, Carmelo Hayes. I see a lot of potential in Carmelo Hayes going forward. So those are 4 guys that are up and coming that I think can be in contention to be the perfect WWE superstar. But that is going to do it for this video. Let me know your thoughts on my opinion down in the comments below. And let me know who you think is the perfect WWE superstar. But that's going to do it for me. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
I'm bliss, highly favored. I'm bliss, highly favored.